All right, so I think this is recording. Let's take a look at solving these two equations. They are not quadratic equations, but I believe that they are quadratic in form. If we look at number 9, the middle term here has an exponent of 1/2, and 1/2 is half of 1. If I look over here, um, this x squared minus 3x is my middle term, is in the middle here. It's being raised to the first power, and 1 is half of 2. So these are quadratic in form, and we can solve these by a method that they refer to as a u substitution. So I'm going to start by letting x raised to the 1/2 power be u, and if I square each sides of this equation, I get that x is equal to u squared, and I can rewrite this original equation as 3u squared plus u minus 4 is equal to 0. And with the leading coefficient being different than 1, I'm going to try to factor this using my x method. The middle term is 1u. The first term times the last term is negative 12u squared, and two numbers that multiply together to give me the top value but add to give me the bottom are positive 4u and negative 3u. So if I put that information in the form of a table, I'll be able to apply the distributive property and factor this. The first term and the last term, 3u squared minus 4, and along the other diagonal, 4u and minus 3u. So if I look and see what's common here, I have a 4, and here I have a negative 1. Here I have a 3u, and here I simply have u. So 3u times 1u is 3u squared. 3u times negative 1 is negative 3u. 4 times 1u is 4u. And positive 4 times a negative 1 is negative 4. So that means that I can factor this trinomial into u minus 1 times 3u plus 4 is equal to 0. So this has two solutions where u equals 1, or that u is equal to negative 4/3. We're going to replace u with x to the 1/2 power. So this u is x to the 1/2 power is equal to 1. And this u over here, x to the 1/2 power, is equal to negative 4/3. This has no solution. And here, if I square each side of this, I have that x is equal to 1. The square root of 1 is 1, and this is the only value that's in my solution set. All right. Let's come over and try to do number 10. We're going to have our u substitution. We look to this x squared minus 3x and let it be u, which means that x squared minus 3x squared is going to be u squared. So that we can rewrite this given equation as a quadratic, as u squared minus 10u plus 24. And this, because the leading coefficient is 1, we can easily see that u minus 6 and u minus 4 is what this trinomial factors into, because a negative 6 times a negative 4 is positive 24, but the negative 6 and negative 4 add up to negative 10. This gives us solutions of u is equal to 6, or that u is equal to 4. But we're going to replace u with x squared minus 3x is equal to 6. So this, well, wait a minute, I can't. I need to copy that correctly. It's not 3x squared. It is x squared minus 3x. So these are two quadratic equations. So let's see if we can solve these. If I subtract 6. Now, I don't see that factoring. What about this other one? Now that one, I see that one factoring. All right, so let's shrink this up and give myself a little bit of room to work with. I'm going to find the discriminant here for this one since I can't factor that. If a is equal to 1 and b is equal to -3 and c is equal to -6, what's the discriminant? I'm going to shrink that up too because that's kind of in my way. Huh. I am getting better at this software. However, it's still awkward at times to use. All right. So my discriminant is b squared minus 4 times a times c. -3 times itself is 9, minus 4 times 1 times a -6. That's 24. And 9 plus 24, 33. All right, so I'm going to have irrational numbers as solutions here. So I have that x is the opposite of b. The opposite of -3 is +3, plus or minus the square root of this discriminant, 33, all divided by 2, 2 times a. All right, so there's those two are both solutions to that original equation. Now what about over here? I think that x minus 4 times x plus 1 is going to do the trick here because -4 times a +1 is -4. When I add those together, I get -3. So this gives me solutions of +4 and -1. All right, and so I've got 2 solutions here and 2 solutions there. I have a total of 4 solutions. And that's it. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope this helps. And I will talk to you later. Bye.